Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He would go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on it.
And he breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they hit the home run on the first play of the game. They didn't overthink it, just handed it off to their star back, and he does the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Mack. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Coming after it.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
This defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Looking for space. It's Watkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the return, it's Jordan. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such...
Got enough space. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so he could cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the move, it's Jordan. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They're going for it all. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. But the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Shager. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. teed up and ready to go here in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Line gets set, first down. Fullback's got it. Shakes off the tackle. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fast motion from the offense. He leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 28, Kentucky 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. They're trying to get to it.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Jordan. Delivers the stiff arm. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.